Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday, December 22nd, 2016. I'm Maura Carlin, and welcome to The Local Live. As 2016 comes to an end, we want to celebrate the work of our volunteer producers and students. We finished this year with almost 150 shows, and tonight we're going to showcase the best of 2016. First on our list is the 69th Annual Mamaroneck Firemen's Day Parade, where service to our community was celebrated. James Levinson spoke with Village Mayor Rosenblum, as well as parade participants from as far away as Texas.
We're here at the 69th Annual Mamaroneck Firemen's Day Parade that will celebrate their service to our community. We'll see firefighters from across the tri-state area come up Mamaroneck Avenue. So what does this parade mean to you and all the other firefighters that come around this area?
So I'm third generation firefighter in the town of Mamaroneck, so my family's been in this parade since it started. It's an annual tradition, you know, the carnival, it's great, taking the kids. Now, you know, my father gets to see his grandkids, you know, in the carnival and in the parade. It's really kind of just like a tradition.
We're here with Mayor Rosenblum now. All right, so Mayor, first I gotta ask, what was the problems with the car? You gotta tell me.
Best laid plans of my cement was running great, and we decided to run it real fast by the reviewing stand. It was going great, and he took his foot off the gas and it died. And we don't know why. But that's what happens on the track sometimes too.
What does the Firemen's Day Parade mean for you?
We have probably the largest all-volunteer fire department in Westchester County. And that's what the strength is, the Village Mamaroneck volunteers. You're a volunteer. I mean, so it happens that that's what this country is founded on. And this is the best of America.
Big family in Mamaroneck from Beeville, Texas! That's no lie. They drove up from Texas.
You guys came all the way up from Texas for Mamaroneck?
We did. We drove 1,800 miles to come up here.
So what was the reason for that? Any particular reason? Just love Mamaroneck so much?
I do. I love Mamaroneck. It was my home for the first 22 years of my life. So I started telling people about the parades, you know, where I'm from, and started showing some of the LMC videos from YouTube, and the interest kind of grew. And before we knew it, we had people donating to us to make the trip. So we came all the way up here, completely paid for it.
And it was great to see so many community members support our firefighters this year. I'm James Levinson of The Local Live, and have a happy 4th of July.
Mamaroneck Avenue welcomed its first spa, the Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Kat Galliano was there to learn more about its services and to enjoy her own pampering session.
Finally, a spa has arrived on Mamaroneck Avenue, and just in time for Mother's Day. Today we're going to check it out, and hopefully we'll get lucky enough to try out some of their services. Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa has opened in the heart of Mamaroneck. It is hoping to provide their guests a journey into total relaxation and restoration with professional and specialized spa experiences for all. We spoke to owner Mike Corey as he highlights some of their most popular services.
The great thing about Hand and Stone is we offer massage, facials, and hair removal. So we have our signature facial, our exceptional facials. We also do peels, microdermabrasion as well, and our customers can come in, take advantage of our great introductory offers, and then choose if they like to become a lifestyle program member with us.
The spa is equipped with many rooms to accommodate guests wanting to spoil themselves alone or with a partner. They also have very affordable memberships for those of you looking to pamper yourself more often than not. Now, with all this talk of services, it was time to get in on the action. My esthetician Betsy was on hand to give us a taste of their signature facial.
We definitely have recommendations for every skin types. It's just a matter of analyzing the skin and just kind of seeing the conditions of the skin.
Now, what kind of specials will be available for Mother's Day? Mike lets us know.
And we'd love to invite the community of Larchmont and Mamaroneck to come into Hand and Stone here on Mamaroneck Avenue. We have a number of different specials, and the main one being We're selling our spa gift card packages at $20 off for Mother's Day, and our regular gift cards also specific to certain treatments for $10 off.
For those of you who want to de-stress your life and feel as rejuvenated as I feel right now thanks to Betsy, head over to the Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. For the Local Live, I'm Kat Galliano.
This year, Larchmont celebrated its 125th year, or its quasquicentennial. Alexandria Garcia was on hand for the Street and Arts Fair and the grand reopening of the Larchmont Public Library.
We're here celebrating the 125th anniversary in Larchmont with many local residents who have decided to come out and enjoy this wonderful day. We have so many activities, some of which include the annual Arts Festival, the Street Festival, and of course, the Truck Show. We have wonderful activities for children such as bouncy castles and awesome food trucks for the families to enjoy as well. So let's come out and see what everybody's saying in this wonderful day. The Larchmont Public Library reopened its doors on Saturday, September 24th, following an official ribbon cutting that took place with Library Board Chair Pamela Tillinghast-Dubisky, along with Mamaroneck Supervisor Nancy Sellingson and Village of Larchmont Mayor Lorraine Walsh. The newly improved library includes new adult and children programs and, of course, new book selections. After the ribbon cutting ceremony, I spoke with painter Paolo Fiorino at the annual Arts Festival.
It's influenced my work a lot. I like to do kind of a childish, naive, cartoony kind of style, and the kids love it, so I like to keep them happy.
Besides traditional paintings, there were recycled jewelry pieces sold, along with classic jazz music, talented artists, and realistic paintings that caught the attention of many at the festival.
Great day. I don't know. The games, the music, all of the artwork is great. Seeing the kids playing on the trucks is wonderful. Really, I can't pick just one thing. It's a good day.
After the Arts Festival, I made sure to catch up with the food trucks at the Street Festival. Tons of families lined up at Pow Burger and Walter's Hot Dogs. Some even were craving fresh pizza slices.
10 hours have gone into the planning of this event, and everybody's stepped up and done the right thing along the way, which is what makes Larchmont so great, because everybody that said they would get involved, got involved. I want to thank LMC just through all the years. You guys come to every event. It's all great stuff what you do, and the community thanks you for all of your hard work and dedication.
I was even able to enjoy the live entertainment and the truck show. Some kids were even willing to tell me what was their favorite part of the Street Festival this year.
I thought just eating pie. The pie tasted really good.
I hope you enjoyed the 125th anniversary of Larchmont. We're obviously still enjoying here, having a fantastic time with bubbles and entertainment, as you can obviously see. And so we hope to see you here again next year, same place and same channel. My name is Alexandria Garcia, reporting for the Local Live.
Frankie and Finucci's inaugurated a Pour Your Own tap room, making it one of the only places in the tri-state area that lets you be the bartender.
Do you love pizza, wine, beer? Well, we're at Frankie and Finucci's, where they have it all. Let's check it out. For the past 6 years at 301 Mamaroneck Avenue, Frankie and Finucci's has fired up authentic thin-crust handcrafted pizza in an 800-degree traditional wood-burning oven. Owner Brad Nagy tells us what sets this Mamaroneck restaurant apart from others in the area.
And our specialty has been handcrafted wood-fired pizza. So we put in a wood-burning oven and do really great thin crust wood-fired pizza. The sausage comes in from Brooklyn, the mozzarella comes in from Brooklyn, crumbled Italian fennel sausage, a little bit of spice to it, and caramelized onions that we cook off in the oven every day. So every pizza is different. Everybody has their preferred style. So we use a very unique blend of flours and create our style of thin crust wood-fired pizza, which is pretty unique.
It isn't just the delicious pizza that has Frankie and Finucci's diners coming back for more. This spring, they briefly closed their doors for a renovation that promises to forever change your dining experience. The addition of their new pour-your-own tap room makes this one of the only places in the tri-state area that lets you be the bartender.
So we put in a self-pour tap room that we have 32 taps, beer and wine on tap, all pour your own. So basically we give you a card, you touch the card to the screen, you pour whatever you want, and you pay by the ounce when you're done. And what we find is that the real advantage of this is that customers can try and experience lots of different things. If you're in a bar or restaurant and you say, wow, I don't know, you always play it safe because you don't want to buy a whole glass of something you don't know if you're going to enjoy. So what we see customers coming in is trying literally 8, 9, 10 different beers and wines and pouring themselves a couple of ounces of each, and they're finding all sorts of unique things that they didn't even know they liked and having a really neat and novel experience of craft beer and wine that you can't get anywhere else.
You should definitely try it out. It's an interesting experience. You get to pour your own amounts and try a bunch of beers if you want.
And parents, while the new tap room has helped make Frankie and Finucci's part of the village's exciting nightlife, there's no need to worry. This Mamaroneck hotspot remains a great neighborhood restaurant that is fun for the whole family. Frankie and Finucci's gives Westchester an authentic Brooklyn pizzeria and a truly unique craft beer experience. With over 30 types of beer and wine on tap for you to pour, Frankie and Finucci's offers a one-of-a-kind experience you can't get anywhere else in the Hudson Valley. So come on down and pour your own. For LMC's Local Live, I'm Kevin Vacna, signing off. Cheers.
The Larchmont Mamaroneck Center for Continuing Education peered into the life and career of world-renowned director and local resident Ang Lee.
The Larchmont Mamaroneck Center for Continuing Education allowed us a sneak peek into the life of director Ang Lee and his remarkable film career. Today we will learn what it really took for him to become the world-renowned director that he is. As a child, Ang Lee felt like he didn't quite fit in, but when he discovered the arts, he discovered his purpose.
All my life I feel like an outsider, and I started to feel home about being an outsider. In some ways, I guess I create the movie world. That's kind of my nation. That's something I really can trust, and I can live in, and feel have a good sense of belonging.
The director's journey from Taiwan to Hollywood has been nothing short of inspiring. He couldn't even speak proper English when he landed his first big-budget film, Sense and Sensibility, based off the Jane Austen novel.
To be honest, when I directed Sense and Sensibility, I spoke pidgin English. It was like words. I couldn't speak fluent once complete sentences. And that was so encouraging to me. If somebody like that could direct that movie, I can do anything.
The event was moderated by Dr. Michael DeGennaro, who even taught both of the director's sons while they attended Mamaroneck High School. He recalled a funny moment that happened during one of his lessons.
But he was told not to ask you, because the idea was, well, what is the director's intent? I guess the lesson I have to learn is never, ever teach the work of a living artist whose kids are in your class.
Throughout his impressive career, one movie stands out among the rest. Brokeback Mountain swept the Oscars and America in 2005. It had an almost perfect timing with the rise of the LGBT movement.
And then somehow that works. And I think you're right. The timing was very right, but that's by chance, not through, because I have a purpose behind it. I just want to tell a poignant love story because it really moved me. Sometimes that's the best thing. You cannot really plan those things.
Ang Lee reminds us that with passion and perseverance, you can accomplish anything. After all the ups and downs in his path to success, he has finally found himself in his creative mindset.
Your praise to my movie, that's very flattering. But that's not what I'm experiencing or what I'm thinking when I make movies. I had a lot of curiosities with the world, with myself, with my actors, or whoever in my hands, or the cinematographer or sceneries. I want to put them together in this way or that way. And when I see people react to it, that's the most marvelous thing. I don't feel lonely. I don't feel that lonely, shy child when I was in high school. I feel like we're together, we're touching each other in a different level.
For the Local Live, this is Kat Galliano.
A taste of Argentina landed in Larchmont at family-owned restaurant Estancia Buenos Aires.
Nestled in the middle of Larchmont Avenue is Estancias Buenos Aires, a beautiful Argentinian restaurant that immerses you in the Argentinian culture and offers delicious food from skirt steaks to empanadas, and you won't be disappointed. Located at 150 Larchmont Avenue, Estancia Buenos Aires is decorated in such a way that the moment you enter the restaurant, you'll feel like you're stepping into a little cafe in Argentina. As a family-owned restaurant, you will personally be greeted by husband and wife, head chef Gerardo Piolega and co-owner Edelmira Piolega, who will make you feel comfortable and at home. It's the perfect place to take a romantic date, and from the delicious array of food and wine assortments, your meal will be accompanied with Argentinian music and displays of Argentinian tango and its culture. I sat down with head chef and owner Gerardo Piolega to learn more about his Argentinian roots and what his restaurant has to offer.
I came to America 15 years ago, and this was one of my dreams, so this came true. Well, this is a tradition from my family. My father was a parrillero. We call parrillero is the man who is in charge of the barbecue, and we grew up in the same thing, and now we came here just to share a little bit of what my father used to, to teach us.
Estancia Buenos Aires also provides the best quality and kosher meats and has many options for vegetarians as well.
We have spinach empanadas, we have raviolis, spinach and cheese ravioli, we have canelones, so a lot of things.
Best grass-fed meat, we have the chicken is kosher. We try to get that kind because we know it's a better quality. Well, we have food for everybody, not only meat lovers, also for vegetarians.
The restaurant owners are eager to share their delicious recipes and steaks with the customers. Co-owner Edelmira Piolega isn't shy to answer questions about the Argentinian culture and wants restaurant goers to feel like they've stepped into Argentina and have fulfilled their travel lust.
We opened on August 10th last year, it's already 1 year, and we wanted to bring a little piece of Argentina to this beautiful place because we know these people in Larchmont like to travel and they like to know everything about Argentina. So we brought Argentina to them.
Estancias Buenos Aires has to be my new favorite steakhouse. I mean, just take a look for yourself. The steak looks so mouthwatering and the menu is absolutely delicious. I'd be a fool to keep reporting, so I'm just going to get right to it. Reporting for the Local Live, I'm Maura Carlin.
As the world mourned the death of Muhammad Ali, Youth Liaison Officer Keith Yeiser shared his memories of the day the greatest visited Mamaroneck High School.
It's pretty common in the sports world to hear that an athlete transcended sports, but Muhammad Ali truly did. His tremendous accomplishments in the ring were equaled by his stances and social activism outside of it. He was just as much a cultural hero as he was as an athlete, and his death sent shockwaves through the sports world and beyond. He truly was one of a kind, and there will never be another like him. So what if I told you that the greatest of all time was once at Mamaroneck High School? Keith Yeiser, a youth liaison officer who's been at MHS for 31 years, was there to see it.
Well, it started out with a gentleman named Thomas Hauser. Thomas Hauser was Muhammad Ali's official biographer, and he traveled around with Muhammad Ali, and they were promoting a spirit of healing and tolerance. And Ali at the time was doing lectures throughout, and he wanted to present this to high school students. So Tom figured, he said, well, what's a better place than Mamaroneck? Tom graduated from Mamaroneck High School October 15th, 1996, which is approximately 20 years ago. Ali blessed our high school with his presence.
Keith knew that there was a chance he might get to shake Muhammad Ali's hand or maybe even get in a word with him, but he had no idea that he would be part of a classic Ali moment.
Well, he's one of the greatest men that ever walked the earth, and for him to be at Mamaroneck High School, and I know that a lot of people really wanted to get next to or get close to him. I was fortunate enough that when he walked by me, in typical Ali, here's a guy, I'm 6'4", and he's like 6'4", and he looked at me and he said in a very soft word, he says, son, I don't know, if we squared off, I'd give you maybe 1 or 2 rounds, but then after that, it'd be all me. And a good friend of mine, George Reed, who was there, and he wasn't no official photographer, but he caught this snapshot of Muhammad Ali saying that to me, and it just put the biggest grin on my face. This is the book that everybody received that day.
I saw that note in there. Did he write that in, or was that you?
Oh, that was all me. You know, it describes, this book belongs to Brother Keith Yiser. This is my nickname, Brother Yise, who had the honor and pleasure to be in the presence of one of the greatest individuals who ever walked this earth, a day I'll cherish forever, October 15th, 1996. This was the picture. And I met Ali on 2 occasions, and each time it was just one of those occasions that you felt that you were in the presence of greatness.
And so goes the largely forgotten story of the day that Muhammad Ali came to Mamaroneck High School.
From 50 rotating taps to 250 bottles, Sedona Tap House is bound to have a brew you enjoy.
Looking for a place where the food will have your taste buds exploding? Today, it's all about the Sedona Tap House experience. With over 30 years in the restaurant industry, owner Ron Duckstein jumped at the chance to open Sedona Tap House right here in Mamaroneck. He tells us why this location was so perfect for his restaurant.
I've actually been around here about 36 years, and 36 years ago I was a young manager in training at the ground round here. I was only here for 6 or 7 weeks. Actually met my wife here. I know the area, I know the location. She went to Mamaroneck High School, lived in Larchmont. So I know the area extremely well. I knew the site for a long time, and I really thought it would do really well.
Sedona Tap House is not only known for their tasty foods, but also their large selection of beers and wines.
Here we have over 50 rotating taps. What that means is every time something goes, we replace it with something new. So it keeps like the list very fresh, very new. So every time you come in, even if you came in 3 times a week, you have an opportunity to find something new on the draft list that you didn't try before. The bottles, we're about $250, around $300 right now. Looking to go up to $500 just to have a good variety, something for everybody. We don't want to have a situation where you come in and you're looking for something and we can't provide you at least with something right in the neighborhood of what you're looking for.
All our food is made from scratch every single day. We have great pastas, we have great steaks, fish items. And at Sedona Tap House, you can come here and get a small bite for our small plates, or you can get a full entree. We have a broad menu offering anything from tacos to pastas to steaks. So I think we're good for almost everyone. On Monday, we have our Steak After Charity. On Wednesday, it's Wine Down Wednesday. All our bottles of wine are half price all day long. And in addition to that, we have a complimentary wine tasting from 5:30 to 7:30. We're very happy to be here. We looked at this site for a long time. I'm just going to invite the entire community out here. We'd love to see you, love to have you try our entrees, our beers, and get to know us, and we'll get to know you. I think you'll be very happy with your experience here.
There's so much beer available here at Sedona that I'm going to have my friend Ron help pick one out for me.
Well, you say you like fruity beers. So we gave you a UFO Big Squeeze, got a little grapefruit flavor in there, but we have flavors for everyone, non-flavored, regular, traditional, whatever they're looking for.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Cheers! For The Local Live, I'm Kat Galliano.
Our reporters found a place just for men. 188 Fine Hair Salon offers more than just a haircut and a shave.
Father's Day isn't just about being a great dad. Gotta look the part too. Today we're at newly opened 188 Men's Hair Salon on Mamaroneck Avenue to see if they can truly give you that great look for Father's Day. Carmela is the owner of 188, a fine men's hair salon situated in the heart of Mamaroneck Avenue. It's a salon that advertises itself as more than just a haircut.
Our stylists are trained to actually feel the gentleman's head and handcraft their haircut to their head. We work with all different types of hairstyles, haircuts, from fades to long hair. We also do coloring, we do waxing for gentlemen, we do a tremendous amount of gray blending for gentlemen.
For Carmela, it's not just about having a great haircut, but also a great experience.
When a gentleman comes into our salon, we want him to feel as he's in an oasis of relaxation. He can come in and get a complimentary beverage, a beer, wine, soda, coffee, and he is escorted in with a stylist, and the stylist will pay full attention to him.
And customers have only had good things to say.
It's awesome. The space is beautiful. The construction was great. Everything looks wonderful. Lucy was amazing. And I got the haircut that I really wanted, and I like it a lot.
I was even given the opportunity to see what 18-8 had to offer, and Lucy didn't disappoint.
I'm having time of my life.
And if you like, tweet, or follow 18-8 Mamaroneck on any social media network, you'll get 10% off your next haircut. I'm James Levinson, and from everybody here at The Local Live, wishing you a happy Father's Day.
Head coach John Collins of Badger Swim Club spoke with Kat Galliano about the many U.S. Olympic swimmers who got their start right here in Larchmont.
Team USA is sweeping the Olympics in Rio, but did you know that many champions got their start right here in this Olympic pool in Larchmont with the legendary coach John Collins? Badger Swim Club was started in the 1940s when the 10-acre property was bought by John Collins' father. He explains why his family got into the competitive swim club business.
I grew up here, and of course I grew up with an Olympic-sized pool in my front yard, so it's no surprise that we gravitated towards swimming. My dad wanted me to become an Olympic-type swimmer, and so everything we did from the time I was 8 or 9, 10 years old was aimed at trying to bring Olympic swimmers here. Train people like myself into becoming much better swimmers.
John was the All-American butterflyer at Indiana University and transitioned into coaching the sport in 1970.
One of my friends roped me into coaching at the Bride YMCA, and that's when it started, back in 1971, and I've been coaching ever since. And since I was exposed to the best, the highest levels of swimming, it was a pretty normal procedure for me take kids from Westchester and make them into Olympic-type swimmers. And beginning with Rick Carey in 1984, Lee Lovelace from Yonkers in 1992, and Christina Teuscher from New Rochelle in 1996 and 2000, we have a pretty good track record.
This year, he sent a record 16 swimmers to the Olympic trials in Omaha, Nebraska, including Cody Miller, who went off to win the bronze medal in the men's 100-meter breaststroke and a gold medal in the men's 4x100-meter medley relay, alongside legendary Michael Phelps in Rio. I asked John how he feels about seeing his swimmers competing in big meets.
Well, as I said, I've always been in a big arena, and one of the things I always say is we don't want to be big fish in a small pond. You know, winning Westchester County championships is great, but we were always focused on what's going on around the country and where are the best swimmers and how fast are they. So we used to take our kids out to meets in Cincinnati, and we still take the people to Toronto, to Montreal, to be exposed to what's going on outside of our little world.
What does it take to be a great Olympic swimmer? John shares with us what he thinks is the recipe for success.
And it's a question of having enough pool time, having the right attitude, and trying to create the right environment to take kids like this and make them into national caliber swimmers.
We also got a chance to talk to 2 high school swimmers who had just finished their early morning practice. They told us what their schedule looks like and how attending big meets inspires them.
In September, we start training short course yards, which is half the length of this pool. And it's about 6 months of training and then big meets.
It's intimidating, but I really it motivated me a lot seeing all the really fast swimmers, because I really think I want to keep going so I can get to be that good.
After speaking with Coach Collins and a few of our local swimmers, I feel so inspired to go for a swim myself. For The Local Live, I'm Kat Galliano, diving off.
Modern rustic ambiance with a side of delicious meatballs and a wide array of drinks, The Local Live rolled into Pulpatina on Larchmont Avenue.
juicy meatballs, modern rustic ambiance, and a full arsenal of beers, wines, and cocktails, we must be Polpatina in Larchmont. Opening just over 2 years ago, Polpatina translates to Little Meatball. But the delicious meatballs aren't the only thing that you can get here, not at all. We asked co-owner Kyle and Sarah what else on the menu people should check out.
There's definitely eggplant chips. You know, we get a lot of people who come, you know, right away, that's what they want, the eggplant chips. But I think what really gets people to come back more frequently are the specials. So we'll run some things that are a little bit different than the pasta, pizza, meatballs kind of thing.
The Polpatina here in Larchmont came as a result of a successful first 3 years in Eastchester.
Why did you decide on Larchmont as the second location?
You know, it took us about a year to find the location. In Eastchester, we are in a neighborhood, so like the neighborhood restaurant spot. But we want to be in a bigger town. We want to have a little bit more of a street presence. So after looking for about a year, we just fell in love with the space in the town and the location. And yeah, it's been about just over 2 years and we love it.
Originally, there were only reservations for larger parties, but that has since changed to make for an easier experience.
So we actually now have Resi, which is a great app that you can make reservations right from your phone, from your smartphone, or via our website for parties of any size.
And after a few dinners at Polpatina, don't be surprised if you become friends with a few of your waiters and waitresses.
We try to provide a comfortable experience, you know, a neighborhood spot where we remember your name, we remember that, you know, your kid last week hit a home run in the Little League game. We just want to be known as a neighborhood spot, the friendly place that, you know, people come and we recognize you and we know, you know, what makes you feel good when you come in here.
Polpatina may mean Little Meatball, but it's safe to say this restaurant's a pretty big deal. This is Gabe Dukenstein for the Local Live. Deliciously signing off.
As we come to the end of 2016, we want to thank our interns and encourage our youth to join our group of producers. Here's a clip of the Mamaroneck High School students who joined us in the spring.
These past 5 weeks, we've been interning for the Local Live at LMC TV. They've been hectic, but they flew by and we truly had a great time. The best part about the internship was that we were never treated like interns. No coffee and donut runs here, only hard-hitting journalism and pro TV production.
From the start, we were treated like producers of the show. On our first day, we arrived to find out that there was an interview about to be done, and that they needed extra help. 20 minutes into the internship, we were in the control room, working on the soundboard and operating the teleprompter.
We found our own stories, sought out our own subjects, shot interviews, wrote, and edited. We had the freedom to explore anything we wanted and to try a bit of everything. I'd say one of the larger things I gained outside of the technical knowledge and you know, all the work we did was just self-assurance. We came in here, I was doing teasers week 1, and now I've done 3 or 4 different stories. I've hosted the show, I've hosted a roundtable, so really now I'm confident, and that's a confidence I can take with me to school next year and hopefully beyond as I try to go into the world of journalism.
This is Gabe Dukenstein for the Local Live, signing off. Thank you, and we'll see you next week. Not only was working here valuable from a technical perspective, but it taught me more about the community I live in. Not only did I learn how to work a camera, write a story, those sorts of things, but I also learned about the residents, politicians, and events that let this community, Larchmont Mamaroneck, really tick.
So I had a great time working here at LMC TV because it's not like a lot of other internships where they make you get coffee or just shadow someone. They really give you the opportunity to just do stuff, and they treat you as an equal here, so you get to do as much as someone who's been here for 2 years. So they just put you right into the action. When I got here the first day, they just sent me into the studio and I was directing, I was helping out with the cameras, massive cameras, and I had no experience, but they were patient with me. They just always helped me out when I need, they always told me what to do, so I just had a great time. And we're always doing something new here, so I just never got bored, honestly. I was always each day was something completely different, and some days we'd be out filming somewhere or just editing or just learning new skills, but I thought it was a great opportunity to just try something new during the last month of school.
Remember, if you'd like to keep us on the air, support our program by checking out our website at www.lmctv.org and click the Donate button in the upper right-hand corner. We really appreciate any contribution. And your contribution can also be your time and commitment. We always welcome new interns and volunteers. Contact us at thelocallive@lmctv.org and join us. We love hearing from you. Thank you for watching. I'm Maura Carlin, and see you next year for another episode of The Local Live.